The road to 1,000 starts today. Let's get it.
Kato on the track.
Mateys, what's up? It's your boy Goody Good. You know what I'm saying? Pledge allegiance to the nation. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're rocking with me. If not, you can walk the plank. Go straight down to Davy Jones' locker, you feel me? Before we start the show, I got this package, man. You know what I'm saying? This package. A lot of y'all know what this package is because y'all got yours today. I got mine too. Let's go ahead and open this joint up, man. Let's go ahead and open this joint up real quick. Feel me? Open this up, man. My head feeling naked, you know what I'm saying? That's a little hint. My head feeling naked, man. What can it be? What can it be? Let me look at this. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This joint is fire. Fire. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you don't know what this is, shout out to my boy Ray. You know what I'm saying? Redemption Clothing. If y'all ain't subscribed to him, go to Raid the Tape. Hit up his page and subscribe. Go to IG. Hit up Raid the Tape. Hit up Redemption Clothing, man. Yo, this hat is fire. Very detailed. Oh, man. This is dope, man. This is dope. Give y'all a look. You feel me? This is raw. I love it, Ray. This is dope, bruh. Salute. Salute. But let's get into the main event, man. We talking about the schedule. Everybody else did their schedule. It's time for me to get mine. Also, it came with the, you know what I'm saying? Came with the stickers. You feel me? Yeah, this is dope. It's dope. So yeah, let's get into it, man. If y'all don't know, this is my first time doing this, you know what I mean? So everything's going to be raw, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna be in my wife in a few after the show. But you know what I mean? That's something else. Let's talk about this schedule, though, man. You know, this schedule, man, just like always, they like to do the Raiders a little rough. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. The first 5 games of the season and the last 6 games of the season, those are some hard stretches, y'all. Let's start with week 1 against the Los Angeles Chargers. You know what I'm saying? They get a chance to get their revenge after we put them out. You know what I'm saying? After Herbert was... I never wanted to tie so much, and we booted them up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They get a chance up in L.A. to avenge that loss. You know what I mean? And that's going to be a tough one. That sets the tone. I'm glad that it's week 1 because I'm going to that game. That's the one of the games I'm going to. I'm going to go to that opening week versus the Chargers because it sets the tone for the AFC West, really. You know what I'm saying? It sees where we're at. You know what I'm saying? At worst case scenario, the Raiders could only split throughout the whole division. That's including the Chiefs, man. I don't think we could get blanked by anybody else in the AFC West. If so, that's a bad sign for us. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I believe this is the best team that we put forth in the last 20 years. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a tough game. Then we go back home to Vegas and we face the Arizona Cardinals. This is an interesting game because the Arizona Cardinals have lost a lot of people on defense. Also, DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, is going to be suspended. But they do have the new deep threat in Marquise Brown. Kyler Murray and Marquise were in college together along with their coach. And they should see fireworks pretty quickly between those two. And it's funny because I was at a Personal Corner event. If y'all don't know what Personal Corner is, it's a company ran by Des Bryant. He runs NFTs through certain athletes. And these NFTs have utilities. If you don't know what NFTs are, I'm not going to have this whole segment trying to explain to you what an NFT is and what utilities are attached to an NFT. Those that do understand what NFTs are, the utilities that are attached to these NFTs are incredible. I was able to get into a VIP party and meet Max Crosby. Congrats on y'all engagement, man. You know, congrats, brother. You know what I mean? That's hard. He handed me over a jersey, signed it for me, everything.
Hey, that's your shirt, man.
See that pressure? Hard, right? Murder scene on this quarterback. I didn't know you was that big, bro.
I'm in my modeling season right
Hi. Oh, can I get a picture with you too? Thank you.
Thank you, bro. I was able to meet Todd Gurley, Hollywood Brown, Matt Judon, Trayvon Diggs. It's crazy. But speaking on the Cardinals, the reason why I bring this up is because I'm in a room with Todd Gurley, Hollywood Brown, Max Crosby, and the comedian YouTuber Desi Banks. And they're playing Madden on a big screen. And at first it was Todd Gurley versus Desi Banks. And honestly, Desi Banks was giving him that work. You know what I'm saying? And Todd Gurley passed the sticks over to Hollywood Brown. And when you look at the teams on the screen, it's like, yo, this cat knew he was going to the Cardinals, and everybody in that room knew he was going to the Cardinals. Because take a look at this video. Who's who? Who getting ran right now? He about to win? Wow, right? Like he knew he was going to the Cardinals. But yeah, that game, that's going to be an interesting game. I think we will win that game, though. I think that they lost too much on defense, and without D-Hop, we're just a more potent team. And us coming out there, it being week 2 in our first real home game, even though LA is home to us too. I'm just saying, Charger fans, you know what I mean? But this is going to be our first home game in Vegas. We should be able to get that win. The next game versus the Tennessee Titans. I mean, the Tennessee Titans are a tough football team, you guys. This team has been to the playoffs time and time again. They've been deep into the playoffs. Coach Mike Vrabel is just an awesome coach. He's just missing that quarterback. But man, do they have the best running game in football, and don't they have a tough-nosed defense, man? I mean, so this is going to be a tough game for us, especially because it's an away game. It's going to be tough. Then, week 4, we have another home game with the Denver Broncos, okay? This is going to be tough because it's going to be a home game. It's going to be a home game against the AFC West opponent, a rivalry. We got to take this one at home, you guys. If we don't, it puts us in a pit to where we have to beat them in Denver, and that's just a whole nother scenario, okay? With Russell Wilson coming in, their fan base is excited, and they should be. They got a Hall of Fame quarterback. But I think the media and their fan base is pushing Denver a little bit too high on the ranking board. In my opinion, Russell Wilson is going to be surprised about the AFC West. I think he's going to get a little purple and blue, if you know what I mean. He's going to get beat up messing with the AFC West. And I think that ultimately Denver will finish last in the division. But that's something else. We could talk about my rankings in the AFC West another time. But week 4, that we should win that game at home and defend home. Against Kansas City, week 5, we know how that has been for us. If there's any time for us to get out of the little brother syndrome and actually beat KFC, it's this year, man. It's this year. Now, I don't see KC as the team that's going to finish bottom of the division like everybody else has. I think they actually won the trade for Tyreek Hill. But that's, to each his own. I think that this makes Patrick Mahomes more potent because he's going to have multiple targets instead of just one. So this is going to be something that is going to be a test to everybody in the AFC West, especially us week 5. We got to stop being bullied by the damn Kansas City Chiefs. And then we got a week 6 bye. Now, this is the meat of the schedule where I feel like we need to dominate. Week 7 through week 12, we got to dominate these games. We should not lose more than one game during the middle of this schedule, okay? Or else we could be in a lot of trouble, okay? So, week 7, we got the Houston Texans. Houston Texans, they're in a rebuild. Lovie Smith, they got a lot of young talent coming up, but they're nowhere near a team talented enough that they should be hanging with us. We should be able to dominate these boys and dominate them really quickly. Then we go and face New Orleans in New Orleans. Now, this is a team, in my opinion, that is under the radar. This team is a very good football team, and they keep on adding low-key signings that are making this a really good football team. I think they could upset a lot of people in the NFC South and maybe even take that over. With the addition of Honey Badger, they just signed Landry. They had a couple of good picks in the draft. They're going to be a potent team. They were already a potent team last year before they lost their quarterback. I know they don't have Alvin Kamara, but this is still going to be a test to us on an away game. Raider Nation, I know there's a lot of us out there in New Orleans, and I think we'll show up. And, man, dude, this hat is... But, yeah, New Orleans is going to be a test for us. Then we go week 9 against Jacksonville. Jacksonville is another team that's building. They're not there yet. They got some good pieces. They went and got Christian Kirk. They went and got, our boy. So they got some speed at wide receiver, some deep threats, with Kirk and Zay Jones opposite of each other in a good running game. With the new coach that knows how to use these pieces, this is going to be a different Jaguars team, but I still don't think that they're potent enough to face our team. We should be, if we're going to be a playoff team coming out of the AFC West, we should dominate the Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 9. Week 10 against the Indianapolis Colts. To me, this team has gotten weaker than last year. The reason why I say that is because they lost their defensive coordinator to the Bears. I know they got Gus Bradley from us, but Gus Bradley is a decent defensive coordinator. he's not elite like the coach that they had. Eberflus is a good coach. Also, the fact that we were able to swindle Rock Ya-Sin away from them in exchange for Yannick, which I think we won that trade. I think that it makes their defense a little bit weaker, especially since they're going to be playing a lot of cover 3. I think we're going to be able to run straight at them out of the shotgun formation. I think we should be able to win this game, especially being at home. Okay. Week 11 against the Denver Broncos. Again, this is a away game. This is a game that, like I said, we could afford to split with every single team in the AFC West. We cannot lose both games to any team in the AFC West. So that's going to be, a test. Week 12, the Seattle Seahawks. We should be able to squash them, man. They don't got a real quarterback. They're rebuilding. Okay, so we should be able to get them in Seattle. I know there's a lot of us out there in Seattle, so the nation should be able to show up for that game and show out, and hopefully we come out with a W week 12 against the Seattle Seahawks. They still don't know who their quarterback is. They still have the nucleus that they have. They were able to pick up and build that offensive line with Cross. So I think that, they'll surprise some people, but they are taking a hit without Russell Wilson. Don't get it twisted. And I think that we should be able to take care of the Seattle Seahawks week 12. And then comes the stretch of 6 games where I feel like the NFL is trying not to let us get back into the playoffs, man, with this schedule. This last 6 games is crazy. I know a lot of you guys have said this, and, I'm regurgitating some of this information, but, a lot of you guys have different ideals on how this last 6 games are going to go. I'm looking at it. We got the Los Angeles Chargers week 13. Okay, we've already talked about that matchup. I think that this is even a bigger rivalry than the Kansas City Chiefs, because in order to be a rivalry, you got to win sometimes, and we haven't been winning against the Kansas City Chiefs, so it's really not a rivalry. The Chargers is a rivalry for us, though. We got to win some of these games. Hopefully, we can blank the Chargers and insert ourselves in the division. But wow. We go straight from the Chargers at home in Vegas to going and playing the Super Bowl winning Los Angeles Rams. We know what they're going to bring. They're going to bring a disciplined team, hard-nosed defense with a plethora of weapons on offense. I think they got even more dangerous because instead of OBJ, which I think is still a great talent, but Allen Robinson, Cooper Kupp, that's nasty, man. That's nasty. And best believe the Los Angeles Rams, they picked up some more pieces. Like, they're going to be nasty. That's going to be something to deal with. So it's going to be interesting to see how we compare to a Super Bowl champion. It shows us where we're at. We go from there to playing the New England Patriots. That's, this game was rumored to be the first game of the season on Monday night. There was rumors all over NFL rumors and Twitter and stuff like that we were going to open up against the New England Patriots. And that would have been interesting. But they have us week 15. And to me, this is where the schedule starts getting really scary because New England, after facing the Chargers and the Rams, New England's one of those teams that might sink to third in their division, and week 15, they're going to be fighting for a playoff spot, you guys. Because you got to look at the Buffalo Bills are the cream of the crop of that division. Then you got the Miami Dolphins, who I think is going to surprise a lot of people. They're going to have way too much speed on the field, and they're going to have a lot of creativity with their new coach, Mike McDaniels. And it's going to be interesting to see where the Patriots are come Week 15. And I think that Week 15 is going to have playoff indications for both of us. This is going to be a very important game for us, in my opinion. Week 16 against the Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh. Now, out of the last 10 games, we've been dominating the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I'm still not taking anything away from them. They got a new young quarterback. They got a nice wide receiver core. They've always had a defense, and I think they have one of the best one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL now, which was their biggest addition to the Steelers. So I think that the Steelers are going to surprise a lot of people. That's another division that nobody's really paying attention to because us in the AFC West, everybody has made so many moves. Well, that division has made a lot of moves too. Cleveland has gotten better. The Ravens, I think, have gotten better for what they're trying to do. The Steelers are going to be fighting and clawing for a wild card spot also. I don't think anybody in that division is going to run off with the division, and therefore I think there's going to be a lot of clawing and scratching to get into the playoffs, especially this late in the schedule. And then Week 17, you see my shirt, right? Don't pay attention to these suckers. I'm talking about, you see that, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've missed the Battle of the Bay before, and I'm not going to miss this one. Anybody that's going to Battle of Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Roll with me, man. Meet up with me. We could exchange beers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be lit. New Year's Day. That's crazy, right? So they decided to put this game on New Year's Eve weekend. Like, the whole Bay Area is going to be in Vegas. And I'm not missing that. I'm going to this game. I think that this game is going to be very important. Because it's a slight chance that this could be a preview of the Super Bowl. I'm just throwing that out there. I think that, as much as we don't like the Niners are a good football club. And I think that with Trey Lance starting this year, I think that they're going to be more potent than when they had Garoppolo. With Russell Wilson being out of that division, I think that and San Francisco owning the Rams most of the year, they just know how to play the Rams. Could be a team that's at the top of the division or second in their division with a game or two away of being top of the division. So this is going to be a very important game for them. And it's also going to be a very important game for us down the stretch. And now we got to end the schedule against the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, I hate the Chiefs. And really, we just got to split with the Chiefs. We just got to split with them. You know what I'm saying? So whether we take one in Chiefs Kingdom or or we win at home, we got to win one of these games. But yeah, that's our schedule, you guys. Looking at it, if I had a gun held to my head and I had to say what our record is going to be, I would say that we're going to be a 10-7 team and make it into the playoffs as a wild card. I know some of y'all going to try to get on me, whatever, It's all opinions. We all got them. I'm not going to be super biased and say we're going to be 13-4. We're going to lose some games because the teams that we're playing, we pretty much got a whole schedule of playoff teams. So I'm going to say 10 wins is enough to get us into the playoffs. And that's all we need. You know what I'm saying? I think 10-7 is the floor. I think that 12-5 is the ceiling. But I would say we're going to get 10 to 11 wins, and that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So this is my road to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my opinion on the schedule. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys tune in for some more shows. I enjoyed this, just sitting here talking Raiders football. And until next time, man, I'll holla at y'all. Peace.